Good morning, Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma. Welcome to Special Report for Tuesday, July 21st. I'm Chris Oldcorn with...
I'm Dani Dupuis. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I wish I was always this excited in the morning. It's only every so often. We do want to say thank you to KC Security for sponsoring this great show that we provide to you every morning to Algoma. So, Chris, tell us what's going on with Ford today.
Yes, Mr. Ford, our premier, is going to be... And there's no Christine Elliott today because he's on the road, so this is part of his tour he's been doing, going to different towns in Ontario. Today he's going to be in Mississauga. The mayor of Mississauga will be there, obviously, Bonnie Crombie, but it's Marilee Fullerton, who's the Minister of Long-Term Care, will be with him, and then Michelle D'Emmanuel, and she's the President and CEO of Trillium Health Partners, so we're expecting that this announcement will most likely have something to do with our long-term care homes, maybe easing some restrictions on them. We don't know exactly yet, but probably something to that effect.
Well, there was conversation yesterday in the news that starting tomorrow, individuals and family members are able to go into long-term care homes to visit their families. They have to have their face mask. They have to show that they're negative. And also, instead of just one person, two people can go in. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they have to say today.
Yeah, because they've started to ease the restrictions. More of the province is moving to stage 3 on Friday as well. So there's probably something here that they might even do it regionally. They might still say in Toronto, you got to keep at this, but because in these other areas, for example, like in Algoma, we have 2 positive cases, maybe in those areas they'll loosen the restrictions a bit more.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, I know with my Nana's retirement home, they're allowed to take her out for a drive, but they can't take her anywhere in. Like, they can't take her into a Tim Hortons or anything like that.
Now, question. Now, does she have to quarantine every single time she leaves?
My Nana?
Yeah. Like if she leaves the premise, really?
No.
Because
not for retirement homes. It's not a long-term care home. It's a retirement home. So the rules
it's a
are
little bit
slightly
different. Yeah, because I know with my situation with my grandma, if we take her out for an appointment, she has to go back to her room and quarantine for 14 days, which is it's really hard for them to understand what's going on. So I couldn't imagine every single time.
Yeah, the retirement homes are a little bit looser on the guidelines for visiting and so on. So, but yeah, so we'll see that at 1 p.m. Just at that point for that announcement. Also, speaking of announcements, a new film festival has been announced for Northern Ontario. It's called the Sioux Film Festival. Now, just to clarify, this is Sioux, Ontario, not Sioux, Michigan, because there is a Sioux Film Festival on the Michigan side as well. But this is for Northern Ontario filmmakers. It's being run by 180 sister productions. There'll be screenings, networking, and also there'll be some workshops. It's open to independent filmmakers from Northern Ontario only. There is some sponsorship opportunities, and some sponsors have already come on as well. If you want to put something into this film festival, you can already start. Early bird deadline is August the 30th.
Oh, tons of time.
Yeah. So, and the final deadline for late submissions is October the 16th, and the film festival is at the end of November from the 27th to the 29th of this year. Hopefully they will be able to, at that point, put it on, and there'll be slightly less restrictions on how to actually go see a movie. And speaking of that, our poll today is connected to movies. Okay, so right now Cineplex is not open in this town. It's our only movie theater. However, if it was, we'd like to know, would you go to a movie theater right now? Yes or no? Now, the way you can vote is you have to go to our Facebook page, click on the Facebook Live link. It'll open it up. Bottom. And you'll see at the bottom of the screen, you will see the poll there, and you can click on yes or no, and we'll have the results for you at the end of the show. Also, if you want to say good morning or anything, you can in the Facebook chat there, and we'll do those shout outs after the first commercial break. Okay.
There you go. Lots to digest today. So in our first local news, the Sault Ste. Marie Police needs your help in trying to find 31-year-old Trevor Miles. He was last seen yesterday morning at 7 a.m., July 20th. Trevor Mills. We'll also have an image there for you. We are told that Mr. Mills is significantly thinner in the picture provided. He is described as approximately 5'9", 200 pounds with short dark hair. It is believed he is from Sault Ste. Marie, so if you know where his whereabouts are, police are recommending that you do call at 705-949-6300, extension 210. So again, if you've seen him, let the police services know, because they're looking for him and they're just trying to make sure he's okay.
Yes, and yesterday we did a story.
Oh, this is a fun one.
This is great. Yesterday we were confused when we did this story on why this one institution got an exemption and everybody else didn't. But Lake Superior State University came out actually the end of last week, so we reported yesterday morning. And they said that Canadian students can go over to classes and come back and they don't have to self-quarantine for 14 days. Well, apparently Terry Sheehan watches our show, and he saw that, and he has come out and said, yeah, no, that's not the case.
Didn't happen.
There's no exception for LSSU students, and it doesn't matter what American university you're attending, if it's on a border town, regardless across Canada. No university has an exception across all of Canada for that.
Well, you would think because it's also, everything's going online. Why isn't you just offer all those online courses for your Canadian students so they don't have to go back and forth? My question too is, are they going to be increasing the wage when you cross the border? Like, so many unknown questions right now. And clearly LSSU was just like, we're going to make our own rules. Here we go.
Yeah, so Public Health Canada has not given any exemption, and neither has Canadian Border Services Agency. Plus, they would have to go to the federal government and get it approved. They can't actually approve it themselves. So LSSU was asked about this, and they said, oh no, we've been working with them, and there's an exemption. Terry Sheehan called them and said, at Border Services, and they said, no, there's no exemption, we never said that. So there's a bit of confusion there. Apparently Sheehan and Lake Superior State University are going to be having a chit-chat today to try and figure out
a very big chit-chat.
where did the wires get crossed here, and why, obviously we said yesterday, like, how is this possible? Yeah. No one else has gotten an exemption, and they did.
Well, we were talking
but they didn't get an exemption, it turns out.
Well, we were talking too about the individuals who have loved ones on the border, and it's
and they can't even
go see, but yet it's just like, okay, we'll let all of our Canadian students just come on over. Like I kind of feel like if that were to occur,
there would be an uproar.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Like our numbers would just be skyrocketing. I mean, we already know in the States that it kind of is, so I couldn't imagine if we open up our border just to let students in, who knows what would happen.
Yeah, makes no sense. So.
Moving into more local news, we do want to let everyone know that municipality of Huron Shores, they have eliminated their fire ban. That fire ban started on July 3rd, and just the way with the climate's been, it's been super hot, we haven't had any rain. They put this fire ban on, and now it's been lifted. So they do also just want to remind you that when there is a fire ban, that also means no fireworks. A lot of people kind of get the two confused.
Well, that makes sense. You got to light the firework. What if it shoots into a tree and then you light the tree on fire?
No kidding. I mean, yesterday we talked about how Searchmont had their own little fire, and it was, again, it's because it's too dry, and it happened. So just letting you know that the fire ban is no longer at Huron Shores.
Okay, alrighty. Wow. As I mentioned off the top, we got 2 positive cases in Algoma District right now for COVID-19. Turns out one of those cases happens to be an employee at City Hall.
How long did they wait to release that one,
Yeah,
Chris?
probably like about a week. Yeah, but thanks for letting us know finally. Okay, so this is the first known case. We should clarify this is the first known case at City Hall of an employee. Once they found that out over the weekend, they completely closed City Hall and they disinfected and cleaned the entire building. They've put in a couple other precautions for the employees. They're actually working remotely. Most are only going in 1 or 2 days a week. So they've now instituted like only one person can be in an elevator. They have an up staircase and a down staircase. But for the general public going forward, just so everybody knows, you are only into the front lobby and nowhere else. So they've put in a little bit stricter protocol than they had before. But more or less, it's if you need to go into City Hall, you're just going to the front desk and they will help you there.
Yeah, because there's
the rest of City Hall is not open to the public.
Yeah, there's lots of different like little nooks and crannies that you can get into City Hall. It's not just the main doors anymore.
Yep. And Algoma, partnering with high schools.
Yes, so we had the other day, Algoma University had 17 high school students, and with their dual credit program, and successfully these 17 students have kind of graduated from this program. It was kind of like a 12-week or 12-day extensive experiment kind of thing, and what they did is they studied equity and social justice. Wow, social justice in today's age, it was probably super, super compelling, but we're going to throw it over to Dan right now for our weather. How's it going, Dan?
Good morning. Thank you very much, Danny and Chris. It is beautiful this morning. We do have a few clouds kind of kicking around. It is going to clear up, though we are going to get some sun later today. We're going to take a quick look at your live view, which is sponsored by wirelesscom.ca. You can check them out on their website. You can see there is some clouds lingering there on the camera. Those are going to clear out, and we're going to start to see some sun. Our record high today was 30.9 in 2001, and our record low was 0.6 in 1948. We aren't going to hit any of those today, but I will have your full weather forecast details, your 3-day forecast, as well as your regional temperatures coming right up after this break. So stay tuned for more special report. We'll be right back.
What's life without making a few mistakes down the road? A few sharp turns. And doing things for what we adore, but might regret later. A trip to Chuck's Roadhouse isn't one of them. With melt-in-your-mouth AAA steaks, buttery lobster tail, half-priced apps after 9 p.m., an ice-cold draft with all your Roadhouse favorites. Chuck's Roadhouse. Food the way it ought to be, priced the way it used to.
At Maitland Ford Lincoln, we see our trucks everywhere. We see them on Queen Street, Lake Street, North Street, Bay Street, 2nd line, 3rd line, 4th line, Pine Street, Great Northern Peoples Road, Wellington, Cora Road, Bruce Street, Carmen's Way, Northern Ave, Trunk Road. Folks come from all over Algoma District and beyond to buy their truck at Maitland Ford Lincoln. Amazing prices, outstanding service. King Street, Shannon Road, Goulet Bay, Black Road, Government Road, and even on Pine Shores. Yep, our trucks are everywhere. Get yours at Maitland Ford Lincoln, built for Northern life, on Great Northern Road, just north of the hospital.
And welcome back to Special Report for Tuesday, July the 21st. We got some Facebook shout-outs. So good morning to Isabel, Cindy, and Nicole. Also, we have a Facebook poll going on right now. It's the question is, would you go to a movie theater right now? Just go to our Facebook page, click on the Facebook Live, and the poll is on the bottom of the screen of the video where you can actually watch us on Facebook. What's going on with the weather there, Daniel?
Yes, thank you very much, Chris and Danny, and a shout out to John Hanlon watching in Nova Scotia on my feed there, so thank you very much for watching. Okay guys, I'm going to get into the radar and what you're going to see behind me on the screen here. So we've got a high pressure system kind of up here that's right over us right now, and that's going to move through to the east. We're going to see this low here bring some showers tomorrow and tomorrow night. We are going to get probably 5 to 10 millimeters, nothing too major, and then in between that we're going to see this system here that's over Kansas in the US right now. This low is going to start to make its way up to us on the weekend, for the weekend. So we're going to see that in an unstable, mixed bag of weather again, where we go from sun to rain to wind to everything, and then back to sun. So that's what's going to happen with our radar over the next few days. So I'm going to get into your regional temperatures right now, and my apologies there, I clicked too many times. So Thunder Bay, you're looking at a high of 21 today. Wawa, a high of 19. Wawa, you've been the cool spot many times this week, so you're going to have to deal with that again. Timmins, your high of 25. Sault Ste. Marie and Elliott Lake will be sitting at 24 degrees, as well as Sudbury sitting at 25. All right, your expected lows for the region tonight: 14 degrees in Thunder Bay and Wawa, 16 in Timmins, 16 here in the Sioux as well, and 17 degrees in Elliott Lake and Sudbury. Pretty comfortable night around the region. So we are currently sitting at 15 degrees. As mentioned, there was a few clouds. They will clear up. Later on today, we will see mainly sunny with a high of 24. That humidex is 26, so it's not really a factor. We're still having nice, comfortable seasonal temperatures for today. We are going to see a low of 16 overnight, and we do have that 60% chance of showers, but we're probably going to see those move in by tomorrow. Then we're going to see 5 to 10 millimeters. So watch for that. 5-kilometer winds to the north, so not much of a factor on the winds today. All right, getting into Wednesday, as mentioned, those showers will move in. We will see 5 to 10 millimeters, and it will be a high of 24. So again, seasonal temperatures on Wednesday, and then a low of 15 overnight. Again, we are going to move in that high pressure on Thursday and Friday. So Thursday, a high of 25 with a low of 16. You're going to see mainly sunny on those days. And then on Friday, we got a nice hot one, 29 degrees. The sunscreen and everything needs to come back out then. Low of 18 overnight. So we're going to get into a couple gorgeous days, but the weekend's going to change again, guys, and it's going to be back and forth. So I'm going to send it over to you. I'll have your 7-day coming up in a little bit over at the end of the show there. So I'll send it back over to Chris and Dani.
Thanks, Dan. I love that you had to say mixed bag of weather, because it really has. It's just been all over the place, and we hopefully will not see the rain on the weekend, and hopefully it's nice, maybe beach days, but probably not. But we do want to take a moment to identify one Siouxite who's just kind of gone above and beyond right now for the community when it comes to making masks. Tina McClarty, she has sold over 2,000 masks. She's raised over $10,000, and she's actually been donating the money throughout the Sault Ste. Marie. So she's donated to Sioux Area Hospital, Pauline's Place, Arch, Algoma Veterans Association, the Ontario Finnish Rest Home, Relay for Life, United Way. Like, she's just been going above and beyond, and we are going to have an interview with her sometime this week to just kind of talk about. You can actually go find her, you can buy her masks. They're only $5 each, and as you can see, like I said, this list goes on. She has probably another 15 people who she's donating money to. So it's just really great that there are those individuals out there who are making masks for the community. And I'm sure too, with the mandatory masks, you can just go out and find some. I know local businesses have them, so just keep an eye out. But we will be back after this commercial break.
Did you know that 1 in 3 people are affected by fire in their lifetime? Or that 1 in 3 fire deaths happen in homes with no working smoke alarms? You may have just seconds to safely escape a fire in your home. That's why early detection of fire is absolutely vital. Only working smoke alarms provide those precious seconds you and your family need to safely escape. Install smoke alarms on every story and outside all sleeping areas of your home. For added protection, install a smoke alarm in every bedroom. Test smoke alarms monthly by pressing the test button. If the alarm doesn't sound, install a new battery. Replace alarm batteries at least once a year and whenever the low battery warning chirps. And if the alarm still doesn't sound, replace the alarm with a new one. Smoke alarms have an expiry date. Remember to check the back of the smoke alarm for dates of manufacture. Replacement is within the time frame on the manufacturer's instructions. In most cases, 7 to 10 years. Always replace expired alarms. Remember, it's the law in Ontario to have working smoke alarms on every story of your home and outside all sleeping areas. Failure to comply with the Ontario Fire Code requirements could result in a fine or even jail time. So protect yourself and your loved ones by ensuring that all your smoke alarms are functional and up to code. For more fire safety information, please visit www.saultstemarie.ca/firesafe.
message from the Government of Canada.
And welcome back to Special Report for Tuesday, July 21st. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, my show last night is up on Facebook Live, and you can see it there. I talk about can you get COVID-19 twice? The answer to that question is yes, and I explain why. Also, older adults are very good at older children are just as good at spreading COVID-19 as adults are, and then also effective COVID-19 treatments. And Ontario numbers. Okay, yesterday was okay. We were back down to 135. We had popped up over 160 for 2 days in a row.
Not at 111 though.
Yeah, not down to 111 or 102, but our 5-day rolling average is at 137. But nearly half the cases were in Toronto or Peel region.
Okay.
And actually 18 of our 34 public health units had 0 new cases. So things are all trending in the right direction there.
Thumbs up. We're going to keep giving a thumbs up because one sports team in particular, the Sioux Surge Aquatics team over at the John Rhodes, they unfortunately had to take 17 weeks off because of COVID-19, and with the roads opening back up again on July 15th, so did their practices. And we just want to recognize that during this team, as they took the time away, they still did things to commemorate their season. They were still able to kind of have like a little bit of a banquet to recognize those athletes. And unfortunately too, with the Sioux Aquatic team, because of COVID-19, they couldn't do their Olympic trials. They couldn't do any of their nationals, provincials. But what the team did instead, this is kind of fun, the team embarked on a virtual cross-country challenge, recording their activities, calculating combined. So what they did, they were active, they were biking, walking, running, and collectively they traveled over 6,700 kilometers. So basically from here to Newfoundland. Like, that's all the activity that they've done, which is amazing.
Puts me to shame. That's
well, I did 12K yesterday, so does that accumulate?
Yeah, I did 12K since March.
There we go. But you know what? That's really great for the team that they are back in there. They're preparing for their upcoming season, and they also wanted to recognize some of the athletes who are going to be going above and beyond. And the list of athletes who have got scholarships, it's pretty amazing. There's one individual, Paige Batten from St. Mary's College. She's heading over to Marshall University on a swimming scholarship. We have another student going to Nipissing, Munns Queen's University. So really, really great job. And we also want to take this time to let everyone know that the Sioux Thunderbirds have signed a new forward. So he's 19-year-old Russell Oldham. He stands at 6'1", weighs 194 pounds, and he was with the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League at St. Thomas Stars, and he's going to be signed with our Sioux Thunderbirds, so we're getting very excited to have you aboard. Anything you want to add to that, Chris?
Yeah, I think I should be the one to interview him.
Yeah?
Because it could be like Oldcorn interviews Oldham.
I love that.
And actually, when I was growing up, across the street from me, there was actually someone named Oldham.
That Chris Oldcorn, Oldham.
On the same street.
I really like
right
this
across
right
from
now.
where we live.
I really like
yeah,
this
I
right
really
now.
think that I should be the one to do that interview, just because it would be so funny. And we should just call each other by our last names. He calls me Oldcorn, I call him Oldham. And that could be a very entertaining interview and make it even more entertaining because I know basically nothing about hockey, which will also add to the...
yeah, let's put the person who doesn't know sports.
Yeah, no sports at all.
Just go for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure hockey's the one with the puck and the sticks, but that's about the extent of it.
Yay!
Yeah.
You got some. Yeah, I'm very
I got
proud.
something right. So anyways, all right, so we have to hit a commercial break, but Daniel will be back with the 7-day forecast right after the break. Hold tight. We'll see you in 2 minutes.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Welcome back. We'll go to Daniel for a 7-day forecast in just a sec, but you can join us back here at 1 o'clock for Doug Ford's press conference today. There's Mary Lee Fullerton, the Minister of Long-Term Care, Michelle D. Emmanuel, who's the President and CEO of Trillium Health Partners, and Bonnie Crombie, who is the Mayor of Mississauga. We'll have that for you at 1 o'clock. This is part of Doug Ford's tour, so this will be on location in Mississauga somewhere. Okay, Daniel, what's going on for the next 7 days?
Thank you very much, Chris and Danny. So I've got a weather watcher photo here, which is in Sault Ste. Marie this morning. It's from Whitefish Island. As you can see, it's a beautiful shot. The sun setting there, and there's some ducks in the water. This was sent in by Justin, and thank you very much for sending that in. And you can send your photos and videos in to ontvweather@gmail.com, and we will get them up on our Weather Watcher segment. Please include your name and where the photo's from as well. And we'll get that up between Monday and Friday. All right, a quick look at your 7-day. Wednesday, we're going to see 24 with some showers moving in. High pressure will come back Thursday and Friday with highs of 25 and 29. Weekend looks unstable and a mixed bag, as I said earlier. 29 degrees, 28 degrees are your highs. But Monday and Tuesday, things will kind of get back to seasonal once again. We'll see mainly sunny on Monday, and Tuesday sunny with highs of 26 and 23. And your lows are between 16 and 18 degrees overnight, so pretty seasonal there as well. So that's what's coming up in the next 7 days. I'm going to send it back over to the desk.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Okay, so our poll has closed and we have the result. The question today was, would you go to a movie theater right now? 44% of people said yes, 56% said no. So basically it's more leaning on the side of they wouldn't go. And anyways, our movie theater isn't open right now, so we don't have to worry about that. And also, a couple people were waiting for me to play on the name, so hi to Nicole and Isabel, you're welcome for that. Also, on Thursday at 1 p.m., you will not see Doug Ford's press conference with special report.
Or us.
We'll be doing a virtual town hall, and you'll see a post up later today on Sioux Online, and we're talking about the mandatory masks. And we've invited on the local politicians and also local health organizations, and we're going to have a discussion there, and it's going to be based on questions that the public asks. So you can watch it live at 1 o'clock on Thursday through Facebook Live and ask questions there live on the air, but you'll also be able to put in the comment section on our website under that promo we're going to have for that virtual town hall on mandatory masks. And we will then bundle all those questions together and we will put them to your local politicians and also health organizations. We've invited, for example, the hospital, Algoma Public Health. We've also invited the Chamber, who has already agreed, Roy Ring. We've invited Ross Romano. We've invited the Mayor.
Full house.
And we're inviting Terry Sheehan as well. So hopefully, at least we'll have quite a few of them there. But yeah, that will be 1 p.m. on Thursday, and then just watch for that at SiouxOnline.com, and you can ask your questions there as well.
And
Alrighty.
Nicole, who's watching, she said, tuning in here helps ease my frustration of waiting to come to the Sioux. Thank you all. You are very welcome, Nicole, and if you have any questions throughout the show, just let us know. And as Chris said on Thursday, so if that's something you're interested to see about the mandatory mask, totally tune into that because it's going to be jam-packed. I know Chris, every single time he does his shows, you have the passion behind it, you get into your little rants, but you know what? It's hard facts that we are providing to the Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma district. So we just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for always tuning in to our mornings, because it brightens our mornings just seeing everyone saying good morning. So that is our show. And again, we want to say thank you all for tuning in.
And we'll see you at 1 p.m.